Hello, you. Welcome. My name is Priestess Vanessa, if we have not met before, and I call myself a professional Tantric. What that means is I work with people here in my home or online or whatever capacity it is to help them connect with themselves, first and foremost, with sacred sexuality and all sorts of other stuff. And that basically means you're more connected to you, better orgasms, more pleasure in your life, more money, more men, more women, whatever it is you require and desire. Yes, it ultimately will come to you because you are connected to yourself. And anyway, let's talk about the topic of this bloody video. I'm going to say it because this is a public YouTube video and I need to say it so then you know I'm definitely an expert on it. I love anal. Oh yeah, I love being fucked in the ass. I'm not kidding. Did I lie? No. Does this look like someone lying? No. And I have liked it since the day I lost my anal virginity. So yes, in a way, a little bit of an expert because I have had it a lot. I know exactly how to ensure it's a pleasurable and not painful experience. All right, so let's get straight down to it. I'm going to link to you guys somewhere in the description, somewhere around a PDF or something like that by another person, and it's a really good PDF, so give it a read. I would highly recommend you give that a read. But at the same time, you can watch this video and you'll pick up a lot of tips and a lot of things that help you turn anal from taboo and shameful and painful to pleasure. Fucking awesome orgasms. And now I'm just going to go hit on men versus women, okay? Men versus women. First, the men. Men, the only way we can access your G-spot is through your prostate, right? And that's usually how I have to do it, is through the prostate like that. And very, very gentle. So there. But regardless, it's not gay. If you're a heterosexual man thinking about this, thinking about having any sort of anal penetration, whether with fingers or actual what's called pegging, which is where someone puts usually a female puts on a strap-on and will peg you and actually have anal sex with you. That's not gay because it's the male G-spot. Is it lesbian when women want to be penetrated with your penis and your penis hits their G-spot? No, it's fucking awesome. That's all it is. Don't deny yourself. One of the most immense, beautiful pleasures a man can have is orgasm through your anus because the prostate gland's there. And the prostate is the male G-spot. And I'm not even going to go touch on the whole prostate health thing. You do need to look after your prostate health, men. And one way to do this is to have orgasms with it. Get it touched, get it massaged. Now, if you're a female watching this and you're like, I would love to do this for my man, I would highly recommend get in touch with a professional tantrika like myself or various YouTube videos or whatever. Just you will need to know what you're doing. That's all I'm saying. It's just like us, like what I'm about to do with me and for women. It's all in the wiring of the brain. We need to make sure it's to give them the capacity to have it be pleasurable from the get-go for men. Okay, so men, no shame. Please take the shame out of it. Anal is awesome for men. It's one of the only ways we'll access your G-spot. Okay, now, anal for women. Because A is woman. Anal for women. Now, the reason why for me it's pleasurable and for most women is because the anus has so many nerve endings there. So many nerve endings, which means it's more sensitive. And it's just, personally, the orgasms I have with anal are so different than any of the orgasms I have through penetration with my pussy yoni. Okay? So, and the orgasms I have with anal are always good. I love them. Love them. Seriously, love it. Oh, God, I'm getting a little turned on thinking about it. But yeah, no, seriously, I'm not joking. The types of orgasms you can have through anal is mind-blowing. I'm not kidding. The first time I lost my anal virginity, when I actually got penetrated, after all the work I did, there's prep work, by the way, for men and women. after all the work I did, and I had my partner at the time, my boyfriend at the time, penetrate me, the earth rocked. I'm not kidding. I was like, fuck. This orgasm was intense, and it was just cosmic. You know, it was just like one of those orgasms that you'll never forget, especially because it was my anal virginity. But at the same time, oh my God, why would you want to deny yourself that? All right, so now we've got over that. We've got to release the shame. We've got to rewire the shame. Get rid of the shame, get rid of the taboo. It's okay. There's lots of people that love anal. I love anal. Look, there you go. There's lots of people actually love anal. It's really, really good for you. Orgasms are good for you. Orgasms are good for you. Keep saying that to yourself. Now, if you're the type of person you're watching this to do it for your partner, whether male or female, keep watching. There's still stuff to do. At the same time, I'm going to say this right here and right now. If you don't want to do anal, no. Just say no. It's your body, your boundaries, and people have to respect that. Okay? It's okay. As long as, this is my only caveat on that, as long as you're saying no to anal because you generally are not feeling into it, not because of shame or taboo. And not because of shame or taboo or that it's been painful in the past. That can be fixed. All those things can be fixed. You can get rid of the shame. You can really get rid of the taboo because, hello, pleasure. That's just for you. And the rewiring, it's just rewiring of your brain to be for pleasure and get rid of the pain. You can rewire your brain. Your brain can be rewired anytime you want it to. Okay? All right. Now let's talk about anal pleasure for women. We're going to talk about anal pleasure for women. So if you're a man watching this, keep watching because there's little things in this that will still apply for you. Okay? So we're talking about anal pleasure for women. Now, I'm going to talk from the point of view of someone that's wanted to explore it for the first time ever, not someone who's already had a painful experience. Okay, if you've had a painful experience, there's going to be lots of stuff in this that will be great for you to use to rewire your brain so now it's pleasurable and not painful because you've got this whole wiring of your brain at the moment because of experiences that's painful. It's not actually. I am living proof. It's not. Okay. Every time I have it, it's not. Okay. So, all right. First things first. Prep work starts with you. You do not allow anyone else to penetrate you except you. Give yourself a period of like 2 weeks to a month with this before you allow anyone else to penetrate you. The only things that I would ask for you to have and that will penetrate you is an anal vibe, an actual anal vibe. Yes, they exist. A vibe that's specifically built and meant to be used for the anus. Yeah, see, men, you can do that too, but wait till I get to you in the video. Just please wait till I get to you. But anal vibe, get one. Also, gloves or condom, but gloves, get some gloves, just latex gloves. If you're allergic to latex, get some condoms, then non-latex condoms. And when you do use condoms, do not double layer them. Ever, ever, ever. I don't care. Whatever you're using the condom for, just unwrap it onto your fingers sort of thing. One layer, that's it. So you will have to make sure you do not have any nails. Yes, you have to cut back the nails, or if you've got fakes on, take them off or something like that. But whatever, you'll have to make sure, or even tape. You can get Band-Aid and tape your nails as such so then it doesn't break the condom. Or else get gloves and use that. Latex gloves and an anal vibe. 2 big things you'll need, as well as anal lube. Not normal lube, not massage oil, not coconut oil, not spit, none of that. Use lube that's meant to be used for the anus. The biggest, bestest thing you can do because it's meant to be for the anus. It's like, hello, anal lube. All right, so I'm not going to explain why. It's just, should be self-explanatory. But anal lube, anal vibe, gloves, and time. So like I said, 2 weeks to a month. Give yourself time. Okay. Now this is for women. I'm talking to women here, and because I'm talking to women, I'm going to ask you guys to also. This is the reason why I said time. you need to feel into your cycle. Yes, your period, your menstrual cycle, whatever it is. Do this around what I call the green time, or time pretty much straight after your moon time or period or menstrual cycle's finished, like when you stop bleeding. If you do it in the usual 7-day cycle, if you don't, then you'll have to figure out how to do this around it. But you'll feel into your body. You need to know when you're basically ovulating, is what I'm saying. When you're ovulating, because around that time, when you're ovulating and building up to the ovulation and ovulated and stuff like that, you're at your most potent and horny. It's just the way we're built. Just the way we're built. We're at that time, we're at my most potent and horny. So if you're on birth control or anything like this, you might need to take a month off, hence no sex as well. So no sex except for yourself, with yourself, and just feel into your cycle. You really need to know your cycles. So if you don't know your cycles, this is a great opportunity to have a time for yourself and get to know yourself. You really need to know when you're at your most relaxed and your most horny. They're the big keys here. Relaxed and horny. Okay. So right, got all that out of the way. The other thing you need to do is know yourself as well as your eating habits and your pooping habits. I know. I mentioned poop because it is the anus, and we're talking about anal sex here. So you need to know, and this applies to men too. This applies to men too. So if you're a man watching this definitely applies to you. Find out if you eat regularly, at regular times of day, you have a general regular routine with eating. Just excuse me, just need to get something from my throat. Lubricated. Always lubricate. Anyway, get to know your cycles. You need to know basic for your cycles for your pooping. I actually do. I know, generally speaking, like because I eat breakfast at a certain time, I'll probably poop here and I'll probably poop there and la la la. It's only because it's good for you to know, because then it's good for you to kind of empty your bowels out as such, and then do this with yourself. So if you don't know, if you have pooping cycles and that's too much, blah, 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 there's ways around it. Believe me, there's ways around. Okay, first way around it, and this goes for the guys too, first way around it is gloves, and with your anal vibe, this is for the women. Guys don't really get the anal vibe. There's other stuff for you. Just wait. With the anal vibe, put a condom on it. Okay, please put a condom on the anal vibe. Only one condom. Like I said, never double layer the condom. So one condom on the anal vibe or your fingers. But we're starting always with the hand and always with the fingers. So glove, glove, glove. And so just be prepared that there won't be poop up there. Okay. And if you want to, you can do anal douching. It's a whole other thing. You can go look up how to anal douche. Whatever. Look it up. Google it. I'm not going to tell you in this video. But that's up to you. I personally am not fussed about it. Like I said, I love anal. I'm not fussed about the poop. You can do this in the shower. If you really, really, really must want to keep this clean and all that sort of stuff, and you feel a little dirty, then do it in the shower. Do it in a bath. Do it in groundwater somewhere. It's okay. Just do what you need to do to make it clean for you, okay? All right, now you're relaxed. Hopefully you're relaxed and you're horny. Glove up, because we're not using the anal vibe just yet. Glove up. Always use your fingers first. Now, what you need to do is get your cheeks, ass cheeks. Just spread them. Only one hand's got the glove, by the way. And just spread them. Feel into it. Feel into playing around there. No, just feel into playing, squeezing your ass, your own ass, and playing around there. And just doing that. Touching yourself there. Now, the hand that's gloved up, this is where you get the anal lube. I recommend these two fingers. So, lube it. Lube it up. Not too much. You don't need too much because you're only going on the outside at the moment, okay? You're only going on the outside. You're not actually going to penetrate yourself. Because what I want you to do is, because you're horny right now, really horny. I'm hoping you're really horny at this point. This is the point where you start touching yourself around the anus with the anal lube. And just do that. Just massage around your anus with the anal lube while you're horny. And that's all you have to do for that day. Do that for a little bit longer, like a couple of days, whenever you're horny and relaxed. Just touch yourself. Do the whole touching of the anus, your butt, squeezing it, squashing it, slapping it if that's like you like slapping it, get it slapped, and then basically touch your actual anal entry there and just touch it with your fingers and the lube. Okay? You're not penetrating. This is the thing. We need to rewire your brain for pleasure, not pain. And so first you need to actually wire that touching around there when you're horny. Can you see what's happening with me? Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So we're already wiring our brain because you're hopefully relaxed and hopefully horny, and you're doing this at that point in time. Then go get yourself off wherever way you need. You're not going to actually penetrate through the anus or do stuff there just yet. You just got to be careful and be loving to yourself and just feel into where your limits are with this. Okay, so just touch there. You could be the type of person that's all you need for anal. It's just the touching, and that's okay. Okay, it's you. That's your limit. But me, I'm going to go, this is about the whole thing, about getting to the point of being able to be penetrated. Okay, like me, I love anal penetration. I love anal play, but also like anal penetration on me. I actually don't like to do rimming on guys, and that's a whole different conversation. Rimming is where you lick and touch the other person, but I don't like to do that on men. I don't, I kind of do it on women, but not a lot. I'd rather do it with my hands versus my mouth. But anyway, let's get back to you. So anyway, let's just say you've done that for a couple of days. You're feeling pretty good about that. All right, yep. All right, you've lubed up with your hands, gloved hands, right? Now what you do is you do that, right? You're horny, feeling horny and relaxed, and you're doing that. Now you just, on the entrance way, right? You just press. Just press. And feel into it. And just press and see what's happening. And then go back to massaging around it if you need. Press on the entrance. Just press. Okay, that's all you need to do at this start. Be gentle with yourself. We're trying to wire something that's not naturally given like this for pleasure. And so you need to be patient with yourself. And this goes for the guys too. These techniques are definitely what I recommend for the guys as well. And I recommend it for you to do on your partner. Is just to play around and press. Play around and press sort of thing. Right. Now we've done that. Next step is penetration. Now, I'm going to proviso here. A little caveat, proviso, whatever you want to call it. Little note. It's just because the way the anus is built. Basically, there's always going to be a little bit of pain when you first enter. It's just natural. But eventually you'll get to a point like I do, and the pain is like a split second, and then you're all good. Because there's actually two muscles you need to relax. The first one you won't be able to do. It's just the body doing what it's meant to do. And basically, like I said, it will end up being a split second of pain. But there's a second lot of muscle within the sphincter, the anal sphincter. So there's like two. And that's the one eventually you'll wire your brain to relax about and be able to have penetration sort of thing. The first one, no, it's just literally on the outside here. And then the second one, more inside there, that's the one we're going to work on to relax. So then you can eventually get the anal vibe and put it in there and enjoy it as well. And then once you get to that point, I'll get to the conversation from there. But first things first, I need to say that you can't help that part. You can't rewire your brain on that part. It's always going to be there. That's initial okay? So I'm just giving you that warning. So what you need to do at this point is lube the fuck up and play around and just quickly put it in now. Okay? So make sure your hands really, really well lubed, like you've got lots of lube on it, and you basically go in, and then you stay in. You don't move. You do not move. You just push your finger in quickly, like that. I'll do that again. Lube it up. You've got your gloved hand. Never do it without gloves, by the way, at this stage. Glove your hand up. Lube, lube, lube. Lots of lube, because you're getting that lube and you're actually going to push it into your anus with the lube. So, there's your anus. And what I want you to do is, you've done the massaging, you've done that, you've pushed there, and you do it really quickly. Do not think about it. Don't stop and go, no. If you're tense at any point in time with it, it's going to hurt a millionfold. You need to do this when you're most relaxed and horny, okay? And you've just pushed on it. You're feeling pretty good about yourself. You're like, ooh, got fingers in my ass. But seriously. And just leave them there. Do not move them. And then when you're ready, just move them out. Take it out. Do not put your fingers back in. You might have poop on your fingers. Get rid of the glove if you do, whatever. You'll have to deal with that. Poop is poop. It's a natural body process. We all have it. It's not to be disgusted about. Okay, you need to get that out of your head. Remember, rewire the shame, rewire the taboo. It's just poop. Everyone has poop. Every human on this face of the earth, I don't care if you're a billionaire or you're the poorest of the poor, we all poop. So it's the common element we all have. So don't feel shame about it. It's just something natural our body processes. So, all right. So, yeah, you've taken that, take the glove off, you're done. You're done for today, okay? So now you work up to inserting. Do not take it out, and moving. Hand around. Just ever, can you see how slow I'm doing that? Slow and deliberate. Yeah, I'm doing that very, very slowly, because this is an out hole, not an in hole, and I need you to rewire your brain to be able to be penetrated, and that any sort of action in that area is going to be for pleasure, not pain. Okay, so once you've worked up to that and you're horny, you're relaxed, you're horny, at any time you feel tense about this, stop and just go do something else. Because you really need to keep yourself relaxed and horny in that state. And basically in, and just do this. There's a reason why too. There is a practical reason, because one of my go-tos is I take control and I take charge of putting the lube in my ass. And that's what I do. I pretty much lube up my hand. Well, actually, not my hand, my fingers. Lube up my fingers, and I just go, and I lube it up, and I take it out, and I then allow myself to have penetration, sort of thing. That's the other reason why I'm teaching this to you guys, is for you to do it so you take control of it, ultimately. Always be in control of your own experience, okay? Always be in control, and that's for the guys or the women, whoever you are, be in control of your own experience. So yeah, just move it around and get used to moving it around. And then, of course, once you've done that, take it out. Okay, so now you've done that sort of penetration. Now we move on to the next step, which is the anal vibe. Okay, so hopefully you're relaxed and you're horny, like I said, and you're used to this, you've done that, you know, played around, blah, blah, blah. Play around, play around, play around. Now, get us lots of lube, put it inside yourself, play around. You've done this part, you're familiar with it, you've put lube inside. Then get your anal vibe, put a condom on it, lube it up, and you've got to be relaxed and just put the tip of it, like we did with the fingers, just put the tip of it. Now, because it's an anal vibrator, it's going to have different settings for vibration. Now we're getting into the good stuff, hey? Zzz, yeah. I'm not kidding. Probably is a zzz, or one of my actual favourite vibrations for it was a zzz, 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 zzz. It was like this. It's like that. Oh my God, that was a good one. But you'll find, you'll eventually play around with this and find out which vibration is the one that you're like, oh yeah, there's that one. Oh yeah. So yeah, you just on the entrance, by the way, just use it and just keep it on the entrance. And like I said, find the vibration in the anal vibe that works for you. Is it the zzz, 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 is it the zzz, or, you know, whichever vibration it is, find it. And just leave it like that, because you're, once again, rewiring your brain. Yeah. All right. We've gone all those steps. Okay, I'm not going to repeat them. We've done all those steps, and you've gotten to that point where you're zzz, zzz, you know, let's pretend it's that one. All right. And now it's time to push that anal vibe in. Yes, time to put it in. So, because you're hopefully by this time you're like getting really potent with it and really like, I'm really liking this, and it's okay to like it. Hello, that's the whole point of it. And you can actually, and this is even for men doing this on women or whatever, keep with me. Then just feel into it. You'll know when, and just push it in a little. And you remember what I said, there'll always be that slight pain. Don't back out at that point. Keep going. It's because what you need to do is feel into that and feel into the fact that there's always going to be that very slight pain. You're going to have to actually know this and realize this with yourself, because you'll hopefully relax the horny and basically push it in. But once again, leave it. Leave it, leave it, leave it. Do not do anything. Then when you're ready, slowly take it out. Okay. Now, we're working on the next step with play around the arse, squish, 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 play around the arse, massage, 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 you know, put the anal lube in, got our anal vibe, you know, lubed it all up, put it on the outside. Oh yeah, that feels good. Put it in. Yes, that feels good. Now with the anal vibe, you are going to do this. Not all the way out. Now watch, I don't go all the way out and in. That is key here. Just very slowly with yourself. Do this. Eventually you work up to, you know, this. Pretending someone's there in there, of course, because that's ultimately what we're working up to, is your penis lingam inside you, jackhammering away. And fuck yes, that's yeah. As an anal lover, love it. But I don't get to that overnight. It's like, you know, there's a process here. So anyway, so first you start off very gently and slowly with yourself. Never take it fully out, ever. Then just a little faster and faster, and you'll get to the point where you can then go like this, right? And you'll enjoy it. And that's the point we're aiming for you to get at. Is you get your anal vibe, you get it to that point, and you're fucking going, oh my God, this is awesome. Oh my God, yes. Like I did. Fuck yes. And so eventually, if you get to that point, guess what? You're ready for actual penetration by an actual penis sort of deal. And I will go over what to do there. Okay, so you've done all that for yourself. Started with yourself. Now you're ready to actually say to your partner, I actually really want to do this. I really feel like I'm getting off on it now. So yeah, I would love to have you inside my ass. Now, yes, believe me, that is a turn on to a lot of guys. Just for you to say that, like, I want you fucking my ass, man. Yeah, you know? Anyway, so once again, take charge of your experience. And I highly recommend this for anal virgins. Okay, this is anal virgins or anyone needing to rewire the brain for pleasure. Okay. Pillows are going to be your best friend, a few of them. And missionary position is actually going to be your best friend too. So because I need the woman to be on her back, legs spread, ass cheeks spread, and kind of raised on an angle. And then the guy comes in on an angle as well too. Now, when the guy does this, there's a few provisos, caveats, whatever you want to call them, to do this when a guy's doing it on a woman. She's got to have charge of her own experience. She's lubed herself. Let her lube herself up. I want you women to lube yourself up. I want you to play around and stuff, because you've hopefully rewired your brain, and your brain's now going, oh, something to look forward to now. Oh my God, can't wait. So yeah, you've got yourself on the pillows. You're on that angle, arse cheek spread, and you've all lubed up. Now he's got to wear a condom. You have to wear a condom, guys, on this part. If you hate condoms, I'm not going to apologize. Sorry, not sorry. But this part, you need a fucking condom if you're going to do it the first time round, because it needs to be able to stay lubricated and everything so potently. So you need to be hard as fuck, hard as a rock. You know, you need to be right, ready to go. And you need to wear a condom, because you need to put a lot of anal lube on that condom. Okay? Please, if you do not like doing condoms, then stick with the anal vibe. Allow penetrator with the anal vibe, because it's a health reason too, because if you take your penis and then out of her anus, even if it's clean and douched or whatever, and then put it in her pussy yoni, you potentially give her an STI. Oh, and that is a bitch. No. Do not, once you go in the anus, that's it. The anus should be the last area. And in my opinion, like, it's a good place to come, of course. You know, no risk of pregnancy and anything else. But it's a case of please, if you're doing this with a lady and stuff like that, please use a condom, because it just makes it a hell of a lot pleasurable and easier. But yeah, do it. Come in on the angle. Just ask your expert to come in on the angle. And remember, women, be relaxed and be really present in the moment, relaxed and ready for him to penetrate you like that. And then he will. And then you take charge of him, tell him to do like we've been doing, tell him to get in there. And once he stay, and guys, once you're in, stay the fuck in. Do not pull out and then pull back in, pull out and pull back in. Do like I just been doing with the anal vibe. You need to be able to, hang on, wrong hands. You need to be able to go in and stay in. And then just do, like I said, the small like this, and then eventually ask her. You will need to check in with yourself, women. Where do you want him to do the jackhammering, or do you want him to be very gentle with it at that point? It's up to you. But all I know is my own lived experience. And what happened is, after everything, and we had done it, and he pulled out, and I was having this mind-blowing, cosmic, fucking earth-shattering, rocking experience of an orgasm. And I was all like, where the fuck that come from? Give me more of that. Hence the reason why I love anal. So yeah, you need to be gentle with yourself. Always, always, always. Eventually, yeah, you'll get to a point, if you're in a committed relationship, you won't need the condom. But to be honest, it's health reasons, to be honest. If you want to be able to have any option of being able to go from anus back to the penis, the penis wants to go back from the anus to the pussy, yoni. If you want to do that, you're going to have to use a condom. But if you're using the anus as the last thing, as in like, this is where we're finishing and I'm going to come in their ass and that's it, that sort of stuff, then use the anus. Use the anus as the last resort. You don't need a condom, but that's only if you're in a committed relationship. And be careful, ladies. You can do rips and tears, and there could be blood and stuff like this. And yeah, it's lots of, you need to be safe. You need to be safe. You need to know your limits. You need to be relaxed. Big thing. Relaxed. Okay. So, all right. Now we get on to the men. Because there's a lot of stuff in there, by the way, men, that you can use for yourself. I don't want you necessarily getting the anal vibe. I want you to do the fingering thing that I explained for the women. I want you to do the fingering thing. Now, the only difference between men and women in this part is that when men do the fingering thing on themselves, I want them to feel around in there and for them to find their prostate. I'm not fucking kidding. I want you guys to find your prostate. And usually it's a little hook like this. It's around there. You'll feel it. It's like a ball. You'll just keep feeling it. You know your body. You'll touch on it and you'll be like, oh, what's that? There's something happening here. Just feel into that. And be very gentle with yourself. And even if women are doing this on men, you need to be very gentle with it. Okay. Otherwise, get a prostate massager. Go buy one, sex shop, online, whatever sort of thing. Just go buy a prostate massager. It's built for prostate massaging. So do that. But anal lube, definitely 100%, and be gentle with yourself as well. And then, like the women, it's a case of if you do want to look into getting pegged, and as I explained earlier, pegging is where someone wears a strap on and the guy allows the other person to penetrate them anally, sort of thing, just like a man does to a woman, sort of thing. So it's okay. Pegging's totally fine. It can be freaking awesome for guys. There's no shame or taboo for me about guys wanting to be pegged. Now we're going to talk lastly about rimming. What is rimming, and if you want to do it or not. Rimming is basically with your mouth, not so much with, you can do it with your hands, anyone can do it with your hands, but it's with your mouth mostly, is you lick around the anus. Lick around and poke the tongue in and lick around. Oh yes, I know, some of you probably are like, you're out my door. You kind of like walked out the door, run off, and just like, what? That's okay, that's okay. It's a no, okay? Because guess what? I don't like to give it, but I do like to receive it. And that's not being selfish, that's just my own thing. That's what works for me. I'm not someone, I'll happily play with the guy's ass with my hands and whatever else, but I'm not putting my mouth near there. And the only way I knew this wasn't for me is because I did it. Okay, unfortunately, this is something you have to actually do to see how you feel about it. Because some women love doing it. Some women love doing it. And I kind of tend to love to do it more for women than men. And it's not to do with asses being hairy, because if you're going to want to be rimmed, you need to definitely shave that area and keep it hair free. And I generally do that anyway because I like anal and it's easier anyway. But anywho, with rimming, on yourself, receiving it or giving it, you have to feel into it. You have to receive it and you have to give it to see where you're at with that. Okay? And guys, rimming a girl who wants it, it's up to you. Once again, even if she likes it, you do not have to do it if it's past your boundaries. You know you do you best, and you need to look after you for this, to be able to be in pleasure with your partner, okay? So if you have any more questions or comments, or I don't know, even if you want me to help you, guide you through this for the as such for the next month and anything that comes up and blah, 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 I am available, not just for this, just for anything in regards to sexuality, Tantra, and of course, just all that potency. I am available, and so hit me up, Pet Love Biz, remember, Pet Love Biz. I'm on all the socials, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. That's the username to go with, Pet Love Biz, okay? You'll find me. Connect with me, ask me questions, post in the comments below, or even book me. Have a session with me. We can do this digitally. It definitely can be done digitally. Like I said, starts with self. And then, of course, we can do this in person here in my home on the Gold Coast, Queensland, Australia. You will not be able to penetrate me. I love anal, but that's something I only give to my playmates. I do not do it with clients. I will help you, like men and women, I'll help you feel into being an anal woman or anal man or anal lover like me, but you will not be able to do it on me. That is a hard no. That's the big hard no for clients, and I only allow my playmates that, okay? And no, I'm not looking for any more playmates. Some of you guys will be like, damn. I'm all like, nope, I am not looking for any more playmates. I'm all good on that area. So blessings to you. I hope you've gotten something out of this. I would love to know what it is. Like, share with me. Send me a message. I would love to hear from you, because this needs to be talked about. I want more anal lovers out there, because in my opinion, even though it's such a taboo and such like a stigma around it, still, yeah, I know, it's nothing wrong with it. It's not heterosexual. It's not for heterosexual men. It's not homosexual. It's actually awesome. And for women, you are got the potential to have some mind-blowing cosmic orgasms. Okay, and it's also a great way of natural birth control because hey, they can come in your ass and you'll never get pregnant. But yeah, there are caveats and provisos and stuff like that, in that you do need to know yourself. You do need to know to try and keep yourself clean down there if you're going to do this, so then you don't have mudslides, as I've heard it called. I've never had that. And definitely so you do not have hemorrhoids. Oh, I did once. I didn't use enough lube and stuff. It was just, yeah. I had hemorrhoids one time and I'm never having it again. I'm very much, yeah, I know myself now. So yeah, love to hear from you. Blessings to you. Have fun. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy.